probably were wondering why I didn't have my cape on. Because I was waiting. Because I was going to need it for this next part. Losing a loved one can invoke sadness and grieving, but losing a loved one through suicide can magnify that sadness and pain. The grieving process is aided by talking to others, talking to friends and other family members, and it is also aided greatly by trying to go outside of ourselves to help others, especially others who are also grieving. I'm talking about it because in his note, he said he couldn't get over things that had happened to him when he was a kid. So guess what? Let's start doing some things for changing those kids. Instead of in those thoughts getting rooted in, let's make a difference. Let's do something. Let's take some action instead of sitting here and just being sad. Yes, this is a silly little red cape. But maybe it's a way for us to help kids and adults when we need it. So, cape up. Cape moments. And I got up to the checkout, and of course, they're super nice and super cool. And they want to go, how's your weekend going? Got some fun things planned? And I just said, it's just kind of been a rough one. I wasn't going to go with her, and they were so kind. Slow. She was just trying to engage me because she was seeing something. She walked around and she grabbed me and hugged me hard. I don't know this wonderful woman. And I said in her ear, I couldn't find my cape today. She says, that's okay, I got you. And I walked out of the store so much happier. I actually was like, I can do this. I can manage all that's going on. I didn't tell her, my brother's just passed, my mom's in the hospital, I haven't slept. I just said, I can't find my cape. She knew right away. And it gives us that language. And the beautiful thing about the cape moments, put your cape on, that we want you to realize and what you want to be a part of is that it goes both ways. We put our cape on for our cape moments to help out and go like, she was seeing that I needed help, so she was putting on that imaginary cape and doing it. What Jeremy is teaching us and what he's asking us to do is learn from him that you need to be able to put a cape on and ask for help. And that it takes bravery and courage to do that. Many of you have mentioned that you lost touch with Jeremy. And that's because he lost touch with himself. Unless you spent a great amount of time with Jeremy, you would not know or understand the huge amount of guilt he felt afterward, knowing his addiction caused so much pain, and how he felt that he had let so many people down. Addiction is a terrible disease. It is clinically defined as a disease. Hear this. It robs us of clarity, reason, and choice. A diseased brain is robbed of choice. Austin, can you come up here with me? With the cape, we want you guys to know what we're going to be doing is that we've decided that we are giving this next year, and it can go on beyond that year, but we've decided together to celebrate on the 26th to let Jeremy know how many capes we've given out. And we already have some events tied in together with my other company, and Austin is going to travel around with me. And it'll take us a little bit to put it all together, the program and the educating that we're going to do and how we present it to each city that we go to. The donations that you guys have been giving, we appreciate that. It's going to go to help with expenses and with what's going on, if we can help Kathy over here with medical. And beyond that, as we keep going with the capes, there is now a website, and Everfan, who makes these, is putting it up on their site for anyone who gets the cape and they do the donations. So donations will come back to us to get more capes to more kids. And for this kid to travel with me. If you have miles to donate that you'd like to, Delta miles, that's what we're looking for. But we are going to try and make a difference, and we're going to do it together. Because the adults will relate to me, and the kids will relate to Austin. Because they're going to look at me and say, yeah, right, you know. And they're going to look at this kid and say, yeah, right, you know. We want you to know that these capes are warm hugs and that warm pressure on our shoulders, that someone has your back. Please find someone who needs the cape more than you. And remember, you don't need the cape on to have it on. Jeremy wore a cape every day for everyone else. And please always remember, if anyone in this room tonight needs to put their cape on to ask for help, we are all there for you. And we're there for you, Austin, too.